All right, we are live. We're 20 minutes early to Operation Hegemon. This is our Hegemon number 10, and I did turn a delay on the stream today, guys. I'm going to try doing what YouTube calls normal latency, so we could do closed captions, so maybe it'll auto-translate to other non-English languages, so we're going to give that a try. PLKLE, welcome to the chat, hello. And we are in here today. It is United Power versus FLO. We actually were allied with in one of our past conquests. So it looks like we got a pretty healthy team on our part. We got 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 12, 15 out of 22 that showed up. So that's pretty cool. Ridvan, welcome to the chat. Hope everyone's having a good weekend so far. And let me know if you guys can hear the audio okay. I recorded my video on blast damage earlier, and my setup for recording versus streaming is a little bit different. I want to make sure I don't forget to turn things on or off. All right. Get our tags up, ready to go for the team. Thank you, Joe. Appreciate it. All right, so we got 4 so far. All right, let's set up the army. So we are in gold 1 Hegemon, no limits. That means 9.2 units. Hey, Warpath Keith, what's up? Yeah, the brightness was my render settings on my HDR content were not correct. So what was happening is when my HDR content would get uploaded to YouTube, it was basically like applying HDR rendering on top of HDR. And it was just making it super bright. I got that figured out. But thankfully to all of you guys for pointing that out to me. A lot of people had a hard time explaining what was going on, but we got it figured out. All right, so I don't know how many units I can actually run. Do 8 for capacity. So we can do 6, 8, or 9.2, I think. Do 4, 9.2. Let's do... We're gonna try some stuff. So we're gonna do Vanguard. You know what? Let's do Liberty, actually. And we're gonna do Martyr. Ooh, nice. I didn't realize I had enough for 4. All right, then for air, go 8, so I can do 1 9.2 air. I guess we'll do fighter. You know what? Let's try Vanguard bomber, just because I never have. Why not?
My turn. Time to train.
All right, we'll do.
Well. Очень хорошо. Очень never bend their knees.
All right, let's do. I do Liberty and Stinger, Argent, Antonina. Uh-oh. I put those on the right troops. Cardo, what's up? Just getting units set up for Hegemon. Where is he? There he is. Alright, we're going to do something interesting here. We're going to do Uncle. We could do offensive main battle tanks or defensive main battle. I kind of want to do a mix. To be honest. But we're going to rely on our Howies for that. So we're going to do defensive to start with. We'll do Uncle and Fallon. And then we could go for camp buff actually. So 1, 2, 3, 4. We could do a 5 camp buff. Let's redeem some cheap units. Go Liberty, I guess. Some error.
Nice to see you, sir. Remember, I'm the best of the best. Remember, I'm the best of
I
the
suppose we could put Fox and Eagle in the base just for the heck of it. All right, we'll see how that goes.
training. I am an artilleryman, not a ranger.
This first is like 4 people. And Zano, what's up? Welcome to the chat. All right, looks like we got some people that are going to go right.
Yes, sir.
All right, so as soon as this opens, we're going to make it fast. Go straight down. I'm curious, in chat, Warpath Keith, are you actually part of the Warpath team? Or is that just your nickname? We'll see if it replies. Oh, he had 4. Looks like 1 left. Or he's moving.
We're always
faced with the worst situation. As you know, we only have Shellman.
Oh, there he is. Yep, so this is the same team that we allied with. I would suffice to say it'd be interesting how many of these guys actually show up. We only have 5 have not showed up. 5. I know No Mercy is Russian or Ukrainian, so he's probably asleep. What do you guys think? Little overkill for Hegemon? Seems like most enemy teams don't show up. We're undefeated so far. Looking like it's going to stay that way.
As planned. Pack and move.
I'm ready. I'm ready. I'm ready. I'm ready.
Ooh, ouch. PC hardware Ahmed is Asus G22CH, like a small micro tower PC. Probably pulled up for you guys actually. Let's see. While we wait on Hegemon. There we go. We got 3 minutes 45 seconds. So yeah, PC hardware is I bought two Asus G22CH computers, so I've got the same setup I have here, which I use for work and gaming, and I've got a dual boot system to do that. And then to the left of me, I actually have an identical setup, so technically my wife can game with me, and it could be technically be on a stream if we wanted to. So if we did like Battlefield 2042, we got a whole other setup ready to go. But these are pretty cool. They're really small computers, and I think it's got a 4070 GTX in it. But the main reason I bought it was really because it's got an i9. I really like for work since I do software engineering. That's really awesome. And yeah, RTX 4070, 12 gigabyte. The only downside of this computer is the USB ports seem to lack sufficient power, so I had to buy an external powered USB hub to get everything work. So I've got, I don't know, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 USB peripherals just for keyboard, mouse, camera, wireless headset, among other things. But I'll probably do a video for you guys on my setup at some point, to be honest.
I'm ready. I'm ready.
And the other reason, Ahmed, that computer is pretty cool is that for the hardware that it has, it wasn't that expensive. Brad, welcome to the chat. How you doing? So we are undefeated in Hegemon. So as far as point records go, we've always taken the entire map. We only have 5 people of our 22 that haven't showed up. They've had 4. But really, this will be a really boring Hegemon. We'll just hang out and chat and talk about stuff.
I'm ready.
Which is really sad, actually, because I was hoping Hegemon would be something. You would think that a lot of people would join Hegemon in between Theater of Conquest. But that's not what we see. Time Space, what's up? Welcome, welcome. Oh, Heretic. Oh, Brad is Heretic of Death. We have our own team in the chat.
Yes, we can.
Spectrum, what's up?
Let's go.
All units, forward.
Yeah, I think Spectrum, everybody was supposed to. I think you're the guy that was supposed to. We were talking to on Discord. You're supposed to migrate, and he accidentally made it to the wrong server.
Let me figure it out.
You'll have to let me know what if Lilith has said anything to you, if they're gonna fix it or not. All right, let's take my truck. We're just gonna move my truck straight down. Best way to get a lot of gold in the game, Ahmed, is just purely money. Lilith loves the moolah. So open that wallet. Other than that, the best way really is to actually just complete your jurisdiction and daily arms events every day. It's like 7,200 gold a day. Honestly, with as lame as Hegemon turned out, they should just turn it into a testing sandbox. Spawn55, welcome to chat. What's up? I'll be surprised if these guys even leave their safe zone. They're just going to go the opposite side. But we already got people over there, looks like. I don't think they're going to do 10-star units for a long time. If I'm being honest with everybody. I think they know that if they do 10-star units, it's going to mess up the game.
This load ought to keep us busy.
Which I think that's why they're doing all this other stuff like skill tactics, theater of conquest map specific features, and Navy, which will also be theater of conquest specific, I believe. But 10-star, yeah, I think that would be. I had an opportunity to play with 10-star on the test server at one point before they took that away from everybody, and just like everything, you had 10-star, 10.1, and 10.2. And I think it would just inbound, like Wales would be so far beyond anybody. So I think it'd be a bad idea to do 10-star. Maybe 2 to 5 years from now. Like really late game. I wonder if anybody's like out of the zone where I can bomb them. Try this Vanguard bomber. Oh, I gotta build my base first. Dang. Yeah, and the 10-star units, the ones that I was able to play test with, they had kind of like even more modern aesthetics to them. God, these Raven bases are terrible. Yeah, that's not cool. Spectrum, they're literally the worst customer service I have ever had the displeasure of interacting with. Which is really shocking because as a game company who stands behind their products and makes buku dollars, you would think that they would try to strive to have really good customer service. Like, if their reputation was based on their customer service, they would be a dead company. But they're lucky that their games are really enjoyable and people like them. Yeah, migration sucks. Wow. We might make plans to go to a newer server soon. And when I say that, I mean make the plans soon. As far as actually going, I think that'll be 40 weeks out in the future, if not a year. But we are talking about strategically repositioning our alliance into a newer server. Maybe by that point, we'll just have you hold off and we'll have a different server for you to come to. And we'll meet there through the group migration feature. All right, let's see if there's anything out that we can hit with the Vanguard bomber, because I want to try it. Probably not. Nope.
I'm ready.
A Raven, maybe.
I'm ready.
Oh, there's not even any Raven in Hegemon, true.
I'm ready. I'm ready. I'm ready.
Yeah, so we'll if we make those plans, what we'll do is we'll scout some new servers like server 60, which has fewer cities. Or some of the servers in the 50s, possibly.
I'm ready.
Yeah, literally 4 people from this team showed up. What the heck? I don't understand why people don't come to Hegemon. Like, you can even set the teams up based on time. Martyr Bomber can get there in time to hit this light. Never had him, or excuse me, Vanguard Bomber. Never had one before.
A new area's opened up. Advance.
Oh, it sucks. We're killing units anyway.
Time to train. We have a mission to undertake.
Commander, our garrison will defend us. Commander, our garrison will
What can I
defend
do?
us.
I will try. I know the plan. Exactly. I suggest a
Commander,
full upgrade.
our garrison will defend us.
I'm back.
Well, Killer B, if my team migrated to a server in the 50s, we would... Like, if the strongest alliance in that server is 10 billion, let's say their average base power is 100 to 200, we would very easily be in control of the server. But we're not greedy and we're not tyrants either. And we would probably build a much larger alliance than what we have now. I mean, we're talking, like my team, we're talking moving bases that average between 300 and 350 million in power. But 10 billion's big for a new server, guys. Keep that in mind. That's like 150 to 200 players and the 100 million power range.
My machine always has a certain degree of error. Drives me mad.
We don't get teams that show up. Not really. I think we had one Hegemon where our team kind of showed up. And we still beat the snot out of them. This team's had 5 people show up. Or, excuse me, 4. We've had 18 of 22 of our teams showed up. Well, maybe we'll come visit server 51 with some alt accounts just to see what it's like. Actually, what I'll probably do is have each of my R4 and some of our alliance members create alt accounts across like 10 different servers, probably from 50 to 60, and just explore for a bit.
I'm ready.
Not a huge fan of this Vanguard bomber, although it's really for hitting howitzers and stuff, though. Let's see how this goes.
Ready to bomb.
Oh, that's not bad, dang. Take that back. Although it's a 9.2 bomber versus 8.2 ground unit. I kind of want to switch back to Liberty Bomber and bomb this base. Let's do it. Because
Remember, these will lather and dig.
The Central Plaza will open soon. Get ready.
Oh, I totally forgot we can use tactics now. Not that I need them, but...
I am here.
Guess I don't really have a preference on the gift chest stuff people are complaining about. Like, honestly, the people that spend the money are the ones that should benefit from it. The fact that people get gifts from people that spend money is really just kind of a convenience. I think what Lilith is trying to do is basically trying to balance conquest, guys. So if you disincentivize players from consolidating up into the strongest alliances because they're there to mooch off the gift boxes, then maybe there's the chance for other alliances to form. Good bro, no. We're talking about planning for it. Well, probably close to a year from now, though. Because we want everybody to be able to go with. So we've got to think about how to get 40 people there. So that's going to be a 35-week project. But we are talking about making the plans for it. Which means that we'll probably, if we do it, we'll end up 35 weeks from now. Or close to, maybe more realistically, like 40 weeks. We'll probably end up in like server, probably something close to 60, if I had to guess. I don't really play with MB, Joe. Just in Hegemon. Theater Conquest, I'm going to
The path to the Central Plaza is open.
be
Get in
playing
there
with
and take control.
howitzers. No, we're talking about making plans to move. We don't have plans right now to move. I want to be clear about that distinction. But I think it's likely that we will make plans to move in 35 to 40 weeks from a date that we set so we can get the whole team move at the same time.
Break a leg.
Move my base, that's why my bomber's not training.
Break a leg.
I am, however, on the main battle tank, Joe, I am debating on switching to main battle tanks. So in Theater Conquest, I will be running.
The battle for
So I
the
normally
Central
run
Plaza
2 Liberty
is open.
Howitzers, a Super Heavy, and Infantry, and Liberty Bomber or Vanguard Fighter. And I switch between Infantry and Super Heavy based on offense versus defense. But it's basically always 2 Liberty Howitzers and a Martyr Howitzer is my third one. So that's basically my setup. And then I have a 5th unit, which is my Vanguard helicopter. And so what I'm doing now is I'm going to swap out my Martyr helicopter for a 2nd Martyr Howie. That's going to allow me to run a 2nd Liberty Bomber. I'm going to still be running Super Heavy and still run the Vanguard helicopter. And then I'll probably, but I could swap my Vanguard helicopter and I have a 3rd Liberty Howitzer. I could swap those for 2 main battle tanks, potentially, is what I'm debating. Or I might keep them as helicopters, or probably 2 main battle tanks. So we'll see how it goes. I'm not sure yet. But I mainly play with howitzers, and that's really all that I care about. Well, I will say this, guys. If you come to Server 26 to play with United Power, it is a safe move. If we plan to move servers, We will plan in a manner that all members of the Alliance can move together, which is why it's going to be a minimum of 35 weeks from whatever date we make the plans, because that's everybody gets the chance to buy 2 migrate commands from the VIP store per week. 35 weeks at 2 a week, that's the 70 tickets everybody needs to migrate. So if United Power moves, that's how we're going to do it. So if you were to come migrate and play with us literally today and spend 70 tickets, we will not migrate until the entire team collects another 70, which is why it's going to be such a long project. So it's safe to move to play with us. And if we do make those plans, then at some point we will likely make a cutoff and tell future migrants to just hold off on migrating and meet us at the new server. But this is all just speculation right now, right? As far as we know right now, we're in 26. We're staying in 26. And that's the news. As far as why we're migrating time space, or I can't say we are migrating. Why we are talking about making plans to migrate is because it takes so long to get migrants to come to us from other servers. And typically they're bigger accounts in the range of like 275 to 300, 400 million. It's really about recruiting. So if we go to a newer server, say like 50 plus to 60, we might have a easier time getting recruits, would be the theory. They'd be smaller accounts, but then the other theory is we'd play with newer servers as well. So we'd be the whales supporting hopefully a larger alliance of smaller players. That would be the thought process. Otherwise, we'll just stay where we're at and keep collecting people through migration because we are growing. Like, that's not an issue. We actually had purged down to 38 players, and then we lost 2 because we kicked them. And then I think 1 left. And we added back. What? 5? We added back 5 players through migration. Well, 3 through migration, 2 alt accounts. So we are growing. It's just a slow process. And we really want to play in battlefields where there's teams with like 100 to 150 players per team because there's more battles. No, group migration is not cheaper. It's the same cost for everybody. It's just a feature that allows everybody to kind of join a group so you could coordinate it and basically have a commitment from people. But it's still 70 migrate commands if you're over, I think it's like 175 million power or whatever it is for accounts below that. So the cost for migration per player does not change. All right, let's. I got my bomber made. Is that base still floating over the edge? Yeah. All right, let's bomb this base.
I'm on my way. I'm on my way.
What's the power of my bomber? 40 million? Pretty good.
I'm on my way. Ready to bomb. Will Ladders have taken. Will Ladders have taken.
What's your power, Killer Bee? We don't have a power requirement. But if you are too low, then we would just say no. So you'd stand no chance against the opponents that we play. Yeah, we don't have a power requirement, guys. We have an activity and score requirement. But if you're really weak, it would be difficult for you to get the score requirement, I would think. Unless you could focus one really strong troop. But our score requirement is 17.5 million fighting machine points for that level, every level 4 consistently as a minimum, like the very minimum bar. If you get below that, we kick you. So it doesn't matter what your power level is. If you could do that, then you'd be fine. But obviously, if you're too low in power, that might be difficult because you're fighting, you know, 200 to 300, 400, sometimes 500 million power bases.
Annihilation.
Otherwise, smaller players could run army groups is another way that they could contribute. We do have some smaller players in our team, actually. I think we have one who's the
Annihilation.
smallest. That would be,
We have a mission to
let's see, I think SpaceX. So his all-time power is actually 166. And he meets our requirements every single level 4. He usually does a main battle tank plus a rocket launcher truck. And then he goes around and he basically focuses on taking out all the small bases solo. And he meets our score requirements every single level 4. And he's only 166 million in all-time power. Yeah, everyone else is, you know, well above 200, up into 300, 400.
Annihilation.
You see our roster there. So he does pretty good. Come on, Bummer.
I'm on my way.
There we go.
Ready to fall.
Yeah, if you're only 100 million, that's pretty low. I mean, I don't know if it'll let me post a link in the chat here, but I mean, one option is you can join our Discord. And if you're interested in joining, we can grant you, you can post a screenshot of your profile. And one of the R4s will talk to you. You can also ping the R4 groups, I believe. But that Discord is open to anybody, or they're whether you're in our alliance or not. All right, let's see if we can get rid of this base finally. There he goes. Bye. Bomber does a chunk of damage.
I'm on my way. I'm on my way.
Jeez, my main battle tanks have just been sitting here
I'm on my way.
Well,
doing nothing the whole time.
I know the plan. I will try. As planned.
Gotta say, guys, Hegemon is kind of lame.
I know the plan.
There's the last 2 nodes, total map takeover.
I will try. Exactly. I know the plan. As planned.
Yeah, I did, Amelia. It took out an 8.2 light tank and 1 bombing gun, which is pretty cool. But I don't think I liked it nearly as much as Martyr Bomber. And most certainly not as much as Liberty Bomber.
I will try. Exactly.
Yeah, I gotta try it on one unit.
As planned.
That's how lame this is.
I know the plan.
I don't know, you guys tell me, why do people not show up to Hegemon? Like, we rarely ever get a good team that we fight against. We've done Gold 2, Gold 1, Legendary. In Hegemon, it's all the same.
I will try. I won't lie. As planned.
The Central Plaza will reopen in 3 minutes.
Exactly.
Well, they've all been this way for us. We've tried 2 different time slots, and we have a second Hegemon team. They do different time slots, and I think they're having the same experience.
I am here. As planned.
I mean, at least the 4 guys here are actually trying. I mean, why do people sign up for it if they're not going to show up? I would just kick those people out of the team.
I know the plan. I will try. I know the plan.
The other one is server. Oh, it doesn't show the server on here. Server 33.
Exactly.
Annihilation.
As planned. Hey. Well.
Even if these guys did have more show up, there's no way they would have stood a chance.
The battle for the Central Plaza is over.
I won't lie. Exactly. I know the plan. try. Exactly.
Oh, true. I gotta farm points just to get the rewards.
Well, as planned.
I mean, I don't know if they're like super good rewards, but they're free. I mean, they're decent. Oh, there's farm nodes over here, actually.
Exactly. I will try.
Annihilation.
Pretty sad when you come to Hegemon and you have to farm your points in a war game. Like it literally the definition of farm path.
I am here. Where is my
Commander,
car?
our garrison will defend us.
Well, I suppose that gives us more time for well. Every job requires training.
True. Take what you can get for free.
What can I do? I am here.
All right. Well, we got 20 minutes left for this Hegemon, so we could do a couple different things for you guys. So we got everybody on here. A couple random ideas off the top of my head. We could go through feature requests and suggestions on Warpath Discord. Could do some unit testing. Well, there's not really anything to test units on, actually. That sucks. There's not even Raven in here. That would be... Oh, I don't even know. And if you guys missed it, definitely check out the video that I posted today. I did a video on how blast damage works, which is pretty cool. We were talking in our Alliance chat earlier about differences between, I think it was Vanguard and Martyr Bomber. And that came up, and I was like, you know, that'd be a good video to actually explain that, because people ask me all the time
Well,
what blast damage is and how it works. All right, let me send some... my thoughts on Steel Phoenix are it's too rich for my blood. That's my thoughts. That's the exclusive tank officer, right? Yeah.
Familiar, yet so strange.
The 1800 coefficient, 15% damage buff. I mean, that's solid, but the 15% damage is only when the skill fires. 1800 is a solid coefficient. Plus a normal 15% plus load time reduction of 10. That's really good. So that's 30% damage and 10% load speed reduction. Oh, dang. So she's got another 15% damage and 10% damage resist. Dang, so that's 45% pure white unit damage. With 15% critical hit rate increase and critical damage buff. Yeah, that's solid. She's basically like War Machine, like an exclusive War Machine. Oh, and then her Awakened skill. Attacking targets on the field, it recovers HP every 4 seconds equal 10% of the damage dealt within 4 seconds. The XX HP recovered is converted to shield HP. Yeah, that's a solid officer right there. I'm not really tank oriented, and I don't like buying exclusive officers though, so. But yeah, that's solid.
There is no time to waste.
My machine always has a certain degree of error. Drives me mad.
Oh look, they had more show up. Are they gonna do something? They went from 4 to like not 4. Maybe we'll get a fight out of these guys.
Remember, I'm the best of the best.
Oh, whoops. Really?
Remember, I'm the dude Will Lathers is half shaved.
I won't lie. As planned. Just as I thought.
Annihilation.
Exactly. I know the plan. I will try.
I got artillery officers on my main battle tanks 'cause I'm too lazy to take them
Is there
off.
a plan B? Let me figure it out. Just as I thought. Is there a plan B? As planned.
Yeah, we can look at New York in a minute.
Just as I thought.
I actually haven't looked yet, as a matter of fact.
I will try. I know the plan.
We have a mission to undertake.
As planned.
The Central Plaza will reopen in 3 minutes.
What's the 20,000 points I need for? Oh, merit rewards. Gotcha.
Let me figure it out. Is there a plan B? I suppose that gives us more time for planning. Just as I thought. I know the plan. Every job requires training. My tanks are in the best condition.
Okay, I got my 20,000 for my merit rewards. Nice. What they should do is go left. But they don't have enough to take these bases, though.
Is there a plan B? Let me figure it out. Is there a plan B? What can I do? Exactly. I will try. Exactly. As planned. I know the plan.
The path to the Central Plaza is open. Get in there and take control.
You know what? Let's do like defensive, offensive on each.
Just as I thought. Exactly.
battle for the Central Plaza's over.
As planned. I am ready.
It's just like the worst officer configuration on the planet. I don't know if I have another defensive tank officer. Oh, Thorn. There we go.
I know the plan. Is there a plan B? I will try. Exactly. I will try. As planned. I know the plan. I will try. Exactly. As planned. Exactly. I will try.
Kind of cool having a whole army of main battle
I
tanks.
know the plan.
Abrams rushing around the field. I wonder if we could auto attack.
I will try. As
Nope.
planned. Exactly. I know the plan. As planned. I will try. As planned. Exactly. Let me figure it out.
Only 5 minutes left. Might as well
Is there a plan B?
just do whatever.
Just as I thought. Every jump. My plan worked. I failed. Well, let me figure it out. Is there a plan B? I should withdraw. Do you hear me? I failed.
Ready to fall.
Let me figure it out. More time for planning. I know the plan. There must be something wrong. I should withdraw. As planned. Every job requires training.
I'm on my way.
Pretty much 1 for 1. I wonder if my bomber's got any. Oh,
My tanks are in the best
oh, there it is. Oh, nope. All right, yeah. So after these 3 minutes are up and our Hegemon closes, we'll go check out New York.
I am ready.
I'm on my way.
know the plan. I will try. As planned. Exactly. I will try. I know the plan. Exactly. I will try. Let me figure it out. As planned. I know the plan.
Is there a plan B?
Operation Hegemon is over. No matter the victor, it's time to pick up the
All right, let's
pieces
go check out
and
New
rebuild.
York. I want to buy some dust. We remained undefeated.
We have a mission, Todd.
Nope. Oh, I can't even look at New York. So there's not an active New York on our cycle yet. This is going to be Cairo. Interesting. All right. All right, guys. Well, I apologize for the really lame Hegemon. I can't control it, though, because, you know, it requires the other team to show up. But hope you guys did enjoy hanging out and talking on the live stream. We're going to keep it short today, so I'm going to end it there. And we go into Theater of Conquest Cairo in a couple of days. And cross our fingers that we actually get some good fights this time. And I create some good footage, do some cool live streams. Make sure if you haven't already, check out the blast damage video that I put out today. And as always, don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel. If you aren't, consider becoming a member. Support the channel if that's something you want to do. And as always, you're watching DX7 Gaming. We'll see you guys next time.